Hey guys, what's going on? It's Kevin from Guys on the Ground in collaboration with Counterculture Inc. Super excited. I just started this new show. It's going to be airing Saturdays in the mornings or early afternoons. Also, don't forget, check out our live show Tuesdays at 8 p.m. with myself and Inks Tyler. We talk about everything military, first responder, and law enforcement. Also, just want to put it out there. We have one guest coming up on Tuesday. If there's anyone who's law enforcement or military who wants to come on and tell their honest story, bring up an issue they want to talk about with us and discuss, you're absolutely more than welcome to. Just hit me up in my Instagram DMs and I'll get back to you. All right, so the first topic I want to talk about today are police consent decrees. I don't think everyone knows what these are. I don't think everyone knows how they're being used or even misused. Um, so, what is a police consent decree? It's a decree from the U.S. Department of Justice that means a local police department has to be reviewed by a law firm, not even necessarily by the federal government there, and they have to have their uses of force reviewed, any policy violations reviewed, and just their call volume and calls they take. They have to be reviewed by this law firm. So I'm going to concentrate on Cleveland, and I think maybe consent decree start very well intended, but let's talk about Cleveland. Cleveland's been under a consent decree since 2015 by Hogan Lovells. Lovells LLP. I'm not sure if I said that right or if I really care, but they're a global law firm, and they charge the city of Cleveland $750 per hour to review cases, uses of forces, and not even just that. We're gonna get into how ridiculous this gets, but I'm gonna play you guys a video real quick.
Why can't the police department today police itself? The I-Team took hard questions to the head of the Cleveland Police Monitoring Team, and now we see what the group expects you to pay for the answers.
The group oversees reform in the Cleveland Police Department, earning up to $750 an hour. Now, the lead monitor has billed the city a total of $3,300 for sitting down with the I-Team and others.
So just let's stop there for a second. They charge the city of Cleveland $3,300 to answer questions from the media. Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Discussion with city regarding media interviews and prepare for and participate in media interviews.
Another member of the group has also billed a total of $3,200 for the interviews and preparing for them.
Though she never answered any questions for us on this day.
The police department in every way today is policing itself.
Then why do we need you?
Well, we are here as a check and balance.
It's totally and
does he do here,
utterly
Bob?
disgusting.
Then weeks later, U.S. Senator Bernie Moreno spoke out about what the I-Team has exposed in the past with taxpayer money going for the police monitoring team.
For that story, we requested comment, and now Carl Racine and Abby Wilhelm have billed the city a total of $900 for dealing with our inquiry.
$900 for us to be told members of the group could not comment.
A federal judge gives final approval over paying bills turned in by the monitoring team. City Hall has protested bills before. In fact, the city currently has pending before the court. Objections filed before the latest bills.
I'm surprised they don't bill us when they go to the restroom. I mean, that's how absurd the billing has gotten.
City Council Public Safety Chairman Mike Polensek.
And there comes a point now, how long does this go on? There is no light at the end of the tunnel. There's got to be conclusion.
Back to the lead monitor billing for sitting down with the I-Team. We asked, what is the city getting for all this money? And his reply was this.
Making a mountain out of a molehill around issues concerning the cost of monitoring misses the big picture.
No matter how you see it, we couldn't miss the cost of getting answers to questions for you.
In Cleveland, Peggy Gallick.
All right, so super ridiculous. There's no end in sight for this consent decree that's been going on for 10 years. There's standards that are supposed to be met that when they're met, the consent decree ends. But there's really no way out. And this law firm group gets to keep on charging the city of Cleveland $750 an hour. Let's talk about the lead guy there, Carl Racine. He was involved in an interesting development here. He was caught at the Cleveland Jack Casino. Go ahead and look this up. At 2:30 a.m., coming in drunk, and the police they refused to let him in, and he had caused a huge scene. And now the city of Cleveland is petitioning a federal judge to get him off the monitoring team. So this guy who is monitoring Cleveland police shows up to the casino drunk and has to be forced out. This person is the one who's monitoring the police, right? That makes sense. A few other things the monitoring group is charged for, and this is absolutely disgusting. On January 1st of 2024, unfortunately, Cleveland police officer Victor Claudio died while suffering a medical emergency at the 5th District headquarters in Cleveland. This is disgusting. The monitoring group made a condolence letter for him, charged the city for it, and then never sent it. The union looked for it, never found it. They were happy a letter was made. Probably not so happy that the monitoring group charged the city for it, but there was never a letter that was found. Just completely ridiculous. I hope monitoring groups either significantly change how they operate or just go away. It just seems like it's a complete money grab from law firms to take advantage of taxpayers and fill their pockets with your money. Moving on here to the next topic I wanted to talk about. This stop was made by a highway patrol trooper on August 4th, 2025. The trooper approached a 30-year-old man, Deshaun Leith, and let's see what happened from there.
Come on, buddy. Step away. Come on, big step away. Step out, big step away. You a devil. What's going on, man? What's going on? In the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus, watch out. In the name of Jesus, watch out. Watch out, get hurt. You gonna get hurt. In the name of Jesus, stop, bitch.
Time to go hands on.
Bow down. Jesus, Lord, bow down. Don't touch me, you're gonna die. Next time you touch me, you're gonna die. Next time you touch me, you're gonna die.
Turn around. Put your hands behind your back. 5 Team Cleveland. Send me another unit. He's on foot, going down the berm.
Nice comeback.
Hey, you gotta go down.
Of course, you go to the taser. Shocking, pun intended. It didn't work.
Get down on the ground.
All right, this is crazy. So Leith ends up stealing the trooper's patrol car, leads police and highway patrol on a crazy chase. They end up in Pennsylvania, where Leith is then fatally shot by law enforcement. The point I want to bring up to this video is you need to train something as a law enforcement officer. I know I've talked about training jiu-jitsu before. I would tell you there's nothing more humbling than a dude with a man bun and painted fingernails with his hands around your neck choking you out. You will rethink your life and the decisions you made up to that point very quickly. Super humbling. I believe jiu-jitsu is super effective, but the point of training something is there's a fitness aspect to it. There's a level of confidence to it. It brings more than just the skill itself. Go out and train something. Don't be afraid to go hands-on with someone. Don't run to your taser and not know what to do when it fails. Unfortunately, I'd like to bring up the Officer Down Memorial page and talk about Deputy Sheriff Jesse Perez of Dawson County Sheriff's Office, Texas. Unfortunately, his end of watch was Tuesday, April 22nd, 2025. Let's bring that up here. So unfortunately, Deputy Perez was conducting a normal traffic stop on the highway. A commercial vehicle had debris fall off of it and struck Deputy Perez. Unfortunately, he succumbed to his injuries later at the hospital. What a random chance of events. It's like that movie Final Destination, unfortunately. It just goes to show you never know what's going to happen on the road. I don't know if any level of self-awareness could have prevented it. Probably not, but just a tragic event. Prayers go out to Deputy Perez's family. All right, the next article I like to bring up: New Mexico passes into law eligible non-citizens, which I'm interested what makes a non-citizen eligible for this. Makes them able to serve as law enforcement officers. What do you guys think about this? Personally, I don't think if you're a non-citizen, which is not just an illegal citizen, I don't think if you're a non-citizen that you should be able to serve in a law enforcement capacity. You're taking the rights away of other potential citizens under the Fourth Amendment. It doesn't make any sense to me. How do you have that ability as a non-citizen to take away the rights of a citizen of the United States? I 100% disagree with that. I think a counter argument to that would be, well, maybe the people in his community he's serving are also non-citizens, maybe the same ethnicity, background, culture. And I hear you there, but there's also other people traveling through cities that aren't necessarily from that city. There's other people living in that cities that are citizens or from other geographic locations. You should be a citizen if you're going to enforce the laws and protect the rights of citizens. Now, I don't think we should completely block someone from being able to be a police officer if they're a non-citizen. And my suggestion would be join the military. Be the less than 1% of American citizens even to join the military and earn your citizenship through that way. Use that to gain your citizenship and become a law enforcement officer. I have absolutely no problem with that. If you choose to serve this country's military, you should 100% be able to be a citizen of this country. So that'd be my suggestion. If you're a non-citizen and you're dead set on being a police officer, do some time in the military. We're not at war right now. Go to the military and get your college paid for, become a citizen, and after that, be a law enforcement officer. That'd be awesome. Completely encourage that. All right, let's move on to another video. This one's funny. I like this one.
Come on out there, man. Come here.
Uh-oh, he's going.
James, stop! Stop!
James ain't stopping.
Stop! Get off the... Now! Get off! Now! Stop!
So real quick, I always try to imagine how I'd write up a report when I see these crazy scenarios. Like, I saw a guy on a lawnmower, he ran away, I chased after him, pulled out my taser. I mean, just trying to put on black and white what is happening in some of these scenarios is just funny to think about.
Stop! 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 Now! Stop! Now! Get off! Get off now! Get off! Right now! Get off! Now!
Uh-oh.
Get off! Go on! Step off! Shut it off and step off now! I am! Calm Get off! Calm now! You run, I'm gonna tase you, James. I'm gonna...
What's he reaching for?
Drop the gun! Send me another unit now. Shots fired. So
What a crazy chain of events. Guy takes off on a lawnmower. Taser gets pulled out. Guy pulls out a gun. Great shoot by the officer. I think he made a split-second decision whether to tase the guy or pull out his gun and shoot. I think he made a good decision. My taser's already out. I'm just going to deploy that and pull my gun out. And I think it worked out, fortunately, really well for the officer. Not so much for the suspect. Funny video. Lastly, I want to bring up an article. So recently, President Trump signed an executive order allowing AI to reshape policing. So I'm really, really curious how this is going to change policing. I've already know of some AI programs that are starting to investigate crimes better than detectives can, better than 100 detectives can. So where does this lead us? This lead to, and one thing brought up in this article is predictive policing and resource allocation. The idea of AI predictive policing scares me. Are they going to be able to solve murders before they happen, like that movie Minority Report? Are they going to tell you where to patrol, how to patrol? Like how much humanity are we going to start taking out of policing? I mean, it's scary. Enhanced surveillance and data integration. I don't like Big Brother. I don't like the idea of Big Brother watching me. I know it's already out there, and if you're a police officer, you probably know about a few systems to where you really can't go anywhere without being watched. I'm not going to talk about those. I don't want to give away investigative tools, but I can't imagine enhancing cameras with AI. So we know that speeding ticket cameras, red light cameras have been a thing for at least a decade now. And if you're not familiar with that, if you drive past a speed camera, past a certain speed limit, it will automatically send a civil fine, it's still money, to the owner of that vehicle. So let's say you have son, daughter, wife, husband driving your vehicle, you're the registered owner, and you drive through one of these speeding or red light cameras, you automatically get the ticket. It's sent right to you as the owner. And I completely disagree with these. I think humanity and the personal service out from law enforcement, and I think they should be completely unconstitutional. But now picture you have AI involved in this. Like they can tell if your plate's expired, if you commit a lane change violation, if you follow too closely. Could you automatically get a ticket for this? I mean, it doesn't seem like if we're already doing that for speed and for red lights, what's other violations? Any different? You know, I could see members of the government who want to get dollars from fines setting up AI into traffic cameras and just recouping the benefits of the fines they can charge the public. Actually, on deployment overseas to the Philippines, I came across something like this. We were driving in Manila, and they had signs up and cameras saying something along the lines of "You're being watched and you could be fined." I know that the East usually they're more quick to give away their rights as opposed to the West. But if you know the federal, state, local government decides that they want to recoup more fines, what's stopping them from trying out these, you know, an AI camera? And I'm sure the technology already exists. No question. What's stopping them from implementing these types of systems? Hopefully, some kind of court order eventually. I don't think this would be constitutional at all. Also, this would get pretty ridiculous here. The idea that AI can be put into body-worn cameras. So we definitely should police each other as law enforcement. But imagine that your body camera can tell on you. like I get it, excessive force. I'm completely opposed to any excessive force. No police officer should use excessive force on anyone. But imagine you throw a Zin in. You can't even put a Zin in anymore without your body camera telling you, or your admin, what you're doing. I would not like AI in body cameras. I have heard there's AI in body cameras that could automatically write reports for you. 100%, full send. Let's go. My report writing skills, not always the best. I would be 100% for a body camera that could knock out report, paperwork, anything like that for me. All right, I appreciate you guys listening. Let me know what you guys think of the episode. If there's any other articles you want me to talk about or us to bring up on the live. Like I said, I'm excited to have our first guest on the live coming up on this Tuesday. Feel free to hop in, jump in on the comments. Lastly, I got to plug our sponsor, Sender Brand, veteran-owned company. They're a supplement company, senderbrand.com. They sell pre-workouts. They sell brain health supplements. They sell what I use the most is their sleep supplements. I try to regulate my crazy sleep schedule somehow. Go ahead and check them out. They're a great company. Use code GOG, again, promo code GOG for 30% off. All right. Thanks for listening, guys. Hope to see you. Talk to you in the comments. Stay dangerous.